Hi everyone, let's start with the session. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 5C. Myself Anshika Jain and this session would be moderated by me. I, on the behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundations and GI Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 4th World Conference on Information Systems for Business Management, ISBM 2025, Bangkok, Thailand. The fourth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Bangkok, Thailand, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is 25th and 26th September 2025. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. Before we begin, in this session, we will have 10 presentations, and each presenter would be given 10 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for the questions and answers. On 9 minutes, I will raise a very gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that we have some kinds of notes regarding the publication, so kindly stay connected till us with the closing remarks. If you have any queries or any updates, then you can write it to me in the chat box below. Just before we get started with the session, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for the session. Dr. Asran Ahmed. Sir is a senior lecturer at University Tanga, Malaysia. He specializes in IT strategic planning, ICT project management, digital competency, and software engineering. Welcome to the session, sir. Would you like to share a quick opening remark with us?
Okay, thank you, Achika,
Yeah.
for introducing me. It is a great pleasure to welcome all our participants to the section 5C to this ISBM 2025 in Bangkok. So, like what is mentioned by Ashika, I'm Azran from University Tenaga Nasional, Unit 10 Malaysia, and I'm honored to serve as a chairperson for this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
I would also like to introduce you to our session chair, Dr. Poonam Railkar. Ma'am is an professor in the Department of Computer Engineering at SCC's Srimati Kashibai Nawale College of Engineering, Pune, India. She has published over 30 papers in national and international journals and conferences and has authored a book. Her research interests include Internet of Things, machine learning, security, and database management system applications. Welcome to the session, ma'am. Would you like to share a quick opening remark with us?
Thank you, Angshika, for inviting us. I would like to tell to the participant that today there will be definitely good innovative research ideas in this field, or they are going to present over here. So I encourage all the participants, you engage activity, you ask the questions if you want, and share your thoughts also. So we can make these sessions interactive and productive also. Okay, so without any further delay, we will begin with our first presenter. Okay.
So let's start with our first presentation. First, we have Anne Julie to present the paper titled Emerging Themes and Bibliographic Analysis of Smart Waste Bin as an Inputs to Cost Effective Automated Waste Management. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, you may please begin with your presentation.
Okay, please do allow me to share my presentation.
Yeah, you are allowed to share the presentation. Yeah, please start.
All right. So good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, esteemed colleagues and guests in the academy. So my name is Anjuli De Rosal, and currently the head for sustainability development and futures thinking in Pangasinan State University. For this afternoon, please allow me to share with you my study entitled Emerging Tips and Bibliographic Analysis of Smart Waste Bin as an Input to Cost-Effective Automated Waste Management. So as cities continues to grow, they face a critical challenge. Traditional manual waste management systems, all of these are failing. This inefficiency is visible every day in the form of overflowing bins, delayed collection, and poor waste segregation. This means valuable recycles. or recyclables are lost to landfills. The impact is significant, leading to environmental pollution and creating public health risks. It is unclear that this approach is unsustainable, which is why this research investigates a fundamental shift towards a proactive, intelligent, and automated solution. So this study was guided by three primary objectives. First, to identify the emerging trends in smart trash bins research, the consistent, rising, and global themes based on the research subject, and to identify its key features. Number two, to determine the bibliographic analysis of solid waste management. And lastly, to develop a conceptual prototype for cost-effective automated waste management. A multifaceted approach was also employed to address each research objective systematically, starting off with the emerging trends. This is the systematic literature review, which was conducted using Scopus AI platform, and the focus paper covers from 2019 to 2024. Themes were categorized as consistent, rising, or novel. The second methodology used in this study is bibliographic or bibliometric analysis. In this, the Prisma technique was selected to be used from the Scopus database up until 2025. Also, VOS viewer software was used for data analysis and visualization. Finally, the conceptual prototype was developed through an iterative process that involved selecting components, developing algorithms, and validating the system's performance through simulation testing. So the key results are as follows. We identified a clear evolution in research themes. The consistent foundational themes remains IoT-enabled systems, which uses sensors for real-time monitoring and route optimization. However, we are now seeing a significant rise in the integration of AI, machine learning, and robotics as rising themes. This indicates a clear shift toward more intelligent automation for tasks like predictive analytics and waste segregation. Most recently, a novel and critical theme has emerged: security and privacy, as these systems become more integrated into our cities, ensuring data security and building public trust is becoming paramount. From 1966 to 2006, a period of slow and steady growth, reflecting the foundational effort in environmental engineering and localized waste solution. This period laid the groundwork for future innovations, but lacked the urgency and global coordination seen in later years. Between 2006 and 2022, research volume surged exponentially, coinciding with rising global awareness of sustainability challenges and the formal adoption of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals in 2015. The period from 2023 to the present shows a sharp decline in index publications. However, this is likely not a true reflection of waning interest. Instead, it may be attributed to delays in data indexing, especially for recent publications still ongoing, peer-reviewed, or awaiting database integration. Given the continued relevance of waste management and smart city development and circular economy frameworks, research activity is expected to remain robust despite temporary dips in visibility. The top contributors to these fields are globally distributed. India leads significantly, driven by the challenge of rapid urbanization. The United States follows with a strong focus on technology-driven solution. And China is third, with research spurred by its own industrialization and waste management policies. This shows that smart waste management is a global concern, with research priorities reflecting regional challenges. Finally, this research culminated in the design of a conceptual framework. This systems integrates the key technologies we identified. It uses IoT sensors for real-time data collection on waste levels. It also employs AI-powered computer vision to automatically categorize waste, which is a significant improvement over manual sorting. The system also includes robotic mechanism for automated sorting and autonomous bins that can navigate optimized collection routes. All of this is managed through a central web-based platform for monitoring and diagnostics, creating a truly integrated and intelligent system. In conclusion, the study confirms that smart technologies offer transformative solution to our urban waste challenges. They can dramatically improve efficiency, sustainability, and cost effectiveness. However, for widespread adoption, we must address challenges like high initial costs, the need for public acceptance, and data security. Therefore, the researcher recommends that these policymakers create supportive frameworks. Urban planners integrate these technologies into city designs, and that academia and industry collaborate to drive innovation and secure the necessary funding. So goes my research. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes, Anjali. Uh,
Yes,
my first question is, you have used IoT sensors, right? In your
yes,
prototype. So what is
yes.
exactly use of that IoT sensors? Which sensors you are using?
Uh, the system is actually using sensors for segregations of waste, such as recyclables or non-recyclable materials or waste.
Okay. Now, another one more question is, you have based on the bibliographic analysis, which areas like AI or the robotics or the privacy means do you see as most promising for further research in automated waste management?
Yes, most likely there is a very promising future for this research, as most of the results came in was more on to the rising themes.
Okay. And what are the biggest challenges during your simulation testing, and how transferable are these results to your real world deployment?
It's since in the Philippines, majority of the research are not funded. So one of the challenges I have encountered in developing the prototype was for funding because it costs a lot to produce such prototype. So perhaps if one of our government agencies would be providing us with a proper funding, maybe we could push through with this particular prototype.
Okay, good, good going. Sir, you can ask if you have any question.
Okay, I don't have more question from me. That's good. But
Thank you.
good job, Prof. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have Akhil to present the paper title Enhancing Trust in the Cloud, a new reputation based model outperforms existing solutions. Are you there, Akhil? Are you there, Akhil? Okay. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation. Next, we have Ashwini to present the paper title Fong Computing Through the Lens of Research Rabbit, a citation based literature mapping tool. Are you there, Ashwini? Ashwini, kindly unmute yourself. Ashwini, you're not audible.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes.
Ma'am, this is Kritika.
Okay. Yeah.
We are ready for our presentation, ma'am. The title is Voice.
Ma'am, I would just check your presentation and then revert back to you.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ashwini. Okay. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation. Next, we have Seema to present the paper title Improving Fruit Detection and Counting Using ReadyNet Model. Are you there, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you please
I
begin
will,
it?
yeah, I will share the screen.
Yeah,
Is it visible?
yeah, it is visible. You may please begin now.
Uh, yeah, Good morning. I am Seema Shravane. I am presenting the paper Improving Fruit Detection and Counting Using the Retina Net Model. Um, uh, my paper, it is for the agricultural industry. So we find that accurate and efficient fruit detection, it is very significant in the agriculture industry. There are many methods, automated methods have led to the development of digital agriculture. Fruit counting necessary to estimate yield is possible by detecting fruits in images. So this yield estimation is an important activity in order to manage the harvesting process. So detecting fruits in images, it has revolutionized the harvesting process with automatic detection, thus increase precision and minimizes the wastage. So the challenges here are varying fruit types, overlapping fruits, and dense background. These are the challenges in fruit detection. So we have worked on a problem statement wherein uh, our research aims to improve the fruit detection and counting by optimizing the RetinaNet model through advanced deep learning techniques, including the selection of a more effective backbone architecture and optimization of anchor boxes to enhance precision and reduce computational demands. So this particular research work was taken in order to solve the problem of occlusions which are there when we take images of fruits in orchards and cluttered backgrounds. Uh, and also we find that there are many object detection methods, but they are very computationally intensive, and so they limit the real time applications. So these are the main papers we have read. So a lot of work has been done as far as fruit detection, fruit ripeness detection is concerned. Different models have been used. Some are based only on classification. Some are based on images which are taken in room conditions. Here uh, we try to work on images which are taken in fruit orchards. So this is the proposed methodology. We are using the RetinaNet
Botan.
model. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, please
Uh,
continue.
yeah. Detecting objects in different scales is one of the motive behind using this RetinaNet, because RetinaNet has a feature pyramid network which can detect objects at all scales. Uh, and so here the RetinaNet model, we have the backbone and the feature pyramid network, followed by two branches. One is for classification of objects, and the other is for bounding box detection. One of the major things for which is required for dense the positive class objects as well as many negative class objects. So in this model, the focal loss, it pays more attention to the negative objects which are there, and this is a formula that is used, wherein we find that PT, that is focal loss PT, that is PT is a predicted true class probability. Gamma is a focusing parameter that adjusts how quickly simple examples are downweighted. So this is minus 1 minus PT raised to gamma log of PT. So because of this gamma parameter has to be adjusted so that we can detect negative objects also, and they can be removed. These are the data sets that we have used. We have worked on K Fuji, Mango Yolo, Holy, fruit data set, strawberries, and orange data set. So these data sets are the benchmark data sets which have been used by earlier researchers. K Fuji dataset, it is a Apple dataset, uh, which is actually a RGBD, that is, it has depth also, but we have just used the RGB features. So here we are using all datasets which are RGB. Mango Yolo is a dataset which is captured in during night time, and so has less has problems with illumination. And there is a holy fruit data set, and then strawberries and oranges. Uh, the experiments that we have performed are, we tried different backbone networks. Like we tried ResNet 50, AC ResNet 18, AC ResNet 34, ResNet 101, VGG 16, VGG 19, MobileNet, DenseNet 121, and DenseNet 169. We found that AC ResNet 18, it improved the mean average precision by 1.65% for an IOU of zero point 0.5 and 1.79% for an IOU threshold of zero point 0.7. So this IOE is intersection over union, uh, which finds the regions of the image along with the anchors which are used. Uh, Whatever is the intersection, the maximum intersection is there, then the object is detected, that is for zero point 0.7. Otherwise, we can find out for zero point 0.5 also. So VGG 16 and VGG 19 took maximum training time, but the result of VGG 16 was better for both IOU values zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.7. DenseNet 169 and SC ResNet 34 perform better for IOU threshold zero point 0.5 compared to the default backbone. So we also perform experiments on anchor optimization. So in an object detection algorithm, there are anchors of different sizes, which can check for the actual object, the size of the object. So anchor optimization helps us to do localization, that is, find out where in an image that particular object is located. So here we try to find out the best anchor size by using a evolution algorithm. We found that this differential evolution give uh, good results, and it increased the map by 0.61% and 7.3% for IOU thresholds of zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.7. So these are the results that we have map using different backbones. So these are the backbones which are given: ResNet 50, ResNet 101, MobileNet 128, DenseNet 121, DenseNet 169, VGG 16, VGG 19, SE ResNet 18, SE ResNet 134. These are all listed, and the map at zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.7 are given. So we find that SE ResNet 18 has given a map of 0.92 at IOU of zero point 0.5, and SE ResNet 34 also gives 0.92 at a map of zero point 0.5, and a map of, and 0.66 for IOU 0.7. So we find that SE ResNet is best over here, and then these are the results for uh, the four data sets: K Fuji, Mango Yellow, Holo, and strawberries and oranges. So here we find that SE ResNet 18 plus the differential evolution optimization has improved the results. For K Fuji apples, it has increased by around 3% for the IOU of zero point 0.5. So these are the results that we have, and we see that the optimization of the anchor boxes has resulted in a good accuracy. These are the graphs for the accuracy on the left side and the loss on the right side. And these are the results. Visually, like we can see that when we use SE ResNet here, then it has detected more number of fruits for both the data sets. The first data set, that is the mango yellow data set. The second data set is for the K Fuji data set. So in conclusion, the RetinaNet algorithm, it was applied with 8 distinct backbones: ResNet 150, 101, MobileNet, DenseNet, VGG, VGG19, SE ResNet, two versions 18 and 34. Various experiments were conducted to determine the optimal backbone. The algorithm's performance was evaluated using MAP. SE ResNet 18 backbone yielded the highest performance, achieving MAP values of 0.9245 and 0.7721 for IOU thresholds of zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.7 respectively. So it was for the model was further enhanced by optimizing the anchors. So best result was obtained after the anchors were optimized using differential evolution techniques. So we get the improved results of map values of 0.9301 and 0.8285 for ILU thresholds of zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.7 respectively. The proposed architecture was tested on three publicly available datasets: mango yellow, holly fruits, and strawberries and oranges dataset. The performance was compared with the RetinaNet model with the default ResNet 50 backbone. So our model achieved better results for all the test cases except for the strawberries and oranges dataset, which IOU of uh, zero point 0.7. So these are the references, and there are many other references. I have just listed out the important ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Ma'am, you selected this AC Resonate 18
yeah,
replacement for the Resonate 50, right? So,
yeah.
what specific advantages did its that squeeze and excitation block offer in the context of fruit detection, which
Yes,
led to the reported map increase?
yeah. Squeeze and excitation is mainly for the channel features. We get the individual channel features through squeeze and excitation network. And as we know, the fruits they are of different colors, and so that has really helped for the feature extraction.
Okay, so what are the main features or attributes does that data set contain?
Uh, the data set, that is the images.
Huh,
These are the images, and then they are annotated using some annotation software, and there will be bounding boxes. So
okay.
annotations are done with the bounding boxes, and the labels are given to
What
them.
is the size of your data set? How many images are there in your data set?
Uh, yeah, I'll just tell you. So there are like K Fuji, there are 967 images. Mango Yellow, there are 1730 images. And Holy Fruit also 1716. Strawberries and oranges also it consists of, there are very less images of strawberry and oranges, and so we found that the results were not very good for this.
Okay. And how you address that challenges of overlapping of your objects and cluttered backgrounds?
Yeah, that is the main as the focal loss that we have in RetinaNet. It does hard negative mining, that is it gives more attention to those objects which are negative. Otherwise normally what we see is we have one or two positive objects, and then the only the background is there, which is not given more attention. But here, because of the focal loss, uh, this it helps in dense object detection.
Okay, so this formula you have designed that focal loss for dense,
No,
or
no, it
is
is
it a standard
retina.
formula?
It
Huh.
is a standard formula, but only we chose the RetinaNet model, which is a single stage model. All the other models that have been used, those are like mostly faster RCN and mask RCN, and these are two-stage models, which take more time for detection because they are two-stage. Because once the proposals are made and then they are classified, and then the bounding boxes are formed. So RetinaNet is a single-stage model.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Good. Sir, over to you.
Sir, do you have any questions?
Do you have any grant for this actually? Yeah, is this funded by any grant?
No, we don't have any grant for this.
So you are doing this by your own.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So can you go to the slide? Is there any slide for the way forward? I just missed the end of your presentation just now. Can you go down now? What is your future suggestion maybe?
Future suggestion, it was not included over
Okay.
here.
Can you
I've just
explain?
given the conclusion, but future suggestions, there can be many suggestions. Like one of them could be like to because in fruit detection or any object detection task, the annotations, number of annotations have to be made. Like we took 1700 images. We have worked
Okay.
on the ready-made images only, but if we want to make a new data set, the main challenge is for the annotations. So we
Okay.
can work on semi-supervised learning, wherein we can have few labeled images. We can work on that. And then here we are only detecting only the fruits. There can be like we can detect at a time if we can detect all the things like fruits and the ripeness also, and the other attributes like the size and all that will be better for the agricultural industry, where if we are using robots for picking the fruits, so
Okay.
there it could be useful, or for yield estimation like this, for counting of fruits, it may be essential.
Okay. Will be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then we'll be moving on to the next presentation. Next, we have Maria to present the paper titled Pathovision Multimodal Deep Learning for Advancing Pathology Imaging with Explainable Artificial Intelligence. Are you there? Maria, are you there? Maria? Okay. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation then. Next, we have Anne Julie to present the paper titled Quality Assurance and Focus Implementation of Quality Culture in a Pagnesian State University. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, good afternoon once again.
Yeah, you may please begin with your presentation.
All right, please allow me to share with you my presentation.
Yeah. Yeah, your presentation is visible. You may please begin now.
All right, so good afternoon once again, esteemed colleagues and guests. My name is Angeli Di Rosal, and I'll be presenting a study on a critical need within higher education landscape in the Philippines, quality assurance, um, hmm, focus implementations of quality culture in Pangasinan State University. Excuse me. Higher education institutions around the world are undergoing a transformative shift, one that prioritizes quality, transparency, and accountability to meet the evolving expectations of students, educators, and global stakeholders. In this landscape, Pangasinan State University stands as one of the pioneering force in the Philippines. PSU has strategically embedded a culture of quality across its academic and administrative systems, not only to elevate its national reputation, but also to position itself as a global competitive institution. This commitment is reflected in its historic achievement as the first state university to earn a multi-campus ISO 9001-2015 certification, a testament to its consistent and rigorous quality management practices. Further solidifying its leadership, PSU has also been awarded the prestigious ISO 21001 2018 certification for educational organization, recognizes its excellence in delivering learning-centric services and fostering continuous improvement. This study explores PSU's systematic journey toward institutional quality, highlighting the milestone, the mechanisms behind its success, and the strategic path forward. It offers insights not only into PSU's transformation, but also into how higher education can evolve to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. To provide a comprehensive analysis, we structured our research around five objectives. First, the study aimed to document the best practices that have driven PSU's institutional improvements over the past decade. Second, we contextualize these practices within the broader academic literature. A crucial part of the study was to gather the perception of key stakeholders, our administrators, faculty, and students to understand their experience. We also identified the challenges faced along the way. Finally, synthesizing all of this information, the study further aimed to develop a strategic roadmap to guide PSU's continuous improvement journey for the next 5 years. The study employed a mixed method approach to ensure a holistic understanding. On the qualitative side, the researcher conducted an in-depth interviews with 35 university officials using thematic analysis to distill their insights on leadership and strategy. For quantitative data, the researcher administered structured survey to over 281 and 68 faculty members to measure their perceptions of quality assurance processes, and statistics were used to test and analyze these results. This was also supported by a systematic literature review to benchmark PSU's practices against established national and international standards. The first key finding highlights the tangible results of PSU's commitment over the last decade. The university has achieved significant milestone. Nationally, PSU was awarded the Level 3 Philippine Quality Award, the highest level of national quality recognition, and has achieved a SUC Level 4 status with an impressive score of 83% across its programs accredited by AACO. On the global stage, PSU has earned its place in prestigious world rankings such as the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings and the World University Rankings for Innovation. Furthermore, its commitment to people management was recognized with the Investors in People Gold Award, a first for a state university in the Philippines. These achievements are a testament to a deeply embedded quality culture. To understand the driving force behind these successes, the researcher turned to the university leaders. The insights from 35 administrators were clear and consistent, as these were cloud generated from our interviews illustrates themes like leadership, quality, and feedback were paramount. This emphasized that a quality culture starts with the top, with the leaders who are visibly committed. They highlighted the importance of robust frameworks like ISO systems, a non-negotiable need for continuous improvement in the faculty development, and the power of transparent feedback mechanism. Above all, they stress that quality is not a destination, but a continuous journey of improvement. The ultimate measure of quality system is how it is perceived by those it serves. Survey results was overwhelmingly positive. Students express extremely high satisfaction across all indicators, with the highest praise reserved for the university's transparency in sharing quality review results. Faculty members were also highly positive, particularly valuing the university's effort to align curriculum with industry needs and provide professional development opportunities. Interestingly, a statistical test revealed a significant difference in their perceptions. Students tended to rate our QA process slightly higher than the faculty. We believe this reflects their different roles. Students experience the positive outcomes while faculty are deeply involved in the intricate mechanics of implementation, giving them a more critical perspective. No journey of improvement is without its challenge. However, study found that both students and faculty perceive these challenges as minor. Across the dozens of potential issues, all were rated as only slightly serious. For students, the main concern revolved around the clarity and communications of quality assurance policies. For faculty, the need for sufficient training was the most noted issue. This is a very positive finding. It tells us that our core infrastructure and resources are strong. The key opportunities for enhancement lie in refining our communication and training strategies to ensure everyone feels fully informed and engaged. Building on these findings, our study culminates a strategic roadmap for 2026 to 2030. This is our blueprint for solidifying PSU's position as a global competitive institution. In 2026, we aim to achieve a multi-campus ISO 21001 certification and formalize our entry into world university rankings. The following years will see a phased implementations of additional ISO standards for environmental management, health and safety, and information security. We will simultaneously pursue and secure international accreditations for key programs like engineering and business. By 2030, our vision is to be a multi-accredited, globally recognized research universities or university with a culture of excellence fully embedded across all campuses and departments. In conclusion, our research affirms that Pangasinan State University, or PSU, has successfully built and sustained a robust culture of quality over the past decade. This success is built on the strong pillars of strong leadership, systematic processes, a commitment to its people, and a dedication to listening to its stakeholders. The high confidence expressed by both students and faculty validates these efforts. With a strategic roadmap in place, PSU is not just resting on its laurels, it's charting a clear and ambitious course for the future, ensuring its legacy as a leader in higher education in the Philippines. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
One question hand for you. How did you specifically measures that improved international rankings? Means as a part of your research. Means
I'm sorry,
means
ma'am.
what were the key question QA practices that you found that the most direct correlation with this improvement?
Yes, ma'am. First, we have embarked our journey with the certification of our ISO standards, which serves as the base or the backbone of our quality management system. Also goes with the existing EOMS. We have also achieved certification, which also sets as one of the backbone of our management system.
What is the biggest anticipated challenges in implementing this roadmap? Means particularly in the area of digital transformation or global benchmarking.
Yes, ma'am. One of the challenges that posted, aside from the what has been found in the research, was of course the funding. It would be very tedious and rigorous process for state university like us in the Philippines, since funding has always been an issue, especially in the realms of quality assurance, as most of the officials and most of the people in our country are not into this particular topic.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks so much.
Sir? Sir, do you have any
Hello,
questions?
okay. Hello, Prof. Han. Can you go to your methods of your research? The slide, the method of your research.
I'm sorry, sir. Come again.
The method of your research. Can I see? Can you go to the slide that you explain about the method of your research?
Slide.
Good day, sir. Regarding the methodology of research, we conducted several methodologies such as survey, qualitative and quantitative, at the same time document analysis, which includes checking the history of our institution in the different quality assurance mechanism. At the same time, as part of the inputs are the strategic development plan in the creation of our 5-year roadmap. Thank you.
So there's a mix between quantitative and quantitative and qualitative data, right? So
Yes,
which
sir.
one comes first? Can you explain about which one comes first? Is that qualitative or quantitative comes first?
It's both quantitative and qualitative. We conduct interview for the top management and then at the same time
Concurrently.
quantitative for the students and faculty.
Okay. Okay, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have David Livingstone to present the paper titled Quality Assurance Information System for State Universities and Colleges in Philippines. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You may please begin with the presentation.
Yes, can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Yeah, your screen is visible. You may begin now.
Okay, again, my name is David Livingstone Ramos, and I'm from Pangasinan State University in the Philippines. This presentation explores, wait, this presentation explores how a quality assurance information system can address the persistent challenges faced by state universities, and colleges, and how it can serve as a strategic tool to strengthen institutional performance, accreditation compliance, and global competitiveness. State universities and colleges are gateways to education, particularly in underserved regions. Yet, their quality assurance practices remain fragmented, heavily manual, and often inefficient. Without standardized frameworks or digital support, QA processes are repetitive, error prone, and resource consuming. These limitations hinder timely decision making, weaken accreditation compliance, and restrict the ability of SUCs to demonstrate excellence and accountability. This highlights the urgent need for a modern technology supported framework and can unify QA efforts and drive continuous improvement. For the objectives of the study, this research aims to chart a clear path forward for state universities and colleges in strengthening quality assurance. First, by identifying gaps, it analyzes the key challenges in current QA practices as revealed in existing literature. Second, by evaluating potential impact, it examines how a quality assurance information system, or QAIS, can enhance institutional performance and support accreditation compliance. And third, by providing actionable recommendations, it offers a practical guide that SUCs can adopt to implement and scale the QAIS effectively within their unique contexts. For the methodology, this study employed a literature review approach to synthesize the existing research and highlight best practices in quality assurance information systems. The data source was the Scopus database, which is one of the world's leading repositories of peer-reviewed literature. To enhance the process, we utilized Scopus AI, a tool that identifies key patterns, emerging trends, and critical areas of focus in QAIS research. From an initial 143 results, we filtered the studies for relevance to QAIS and then organized them into key themes, covering identified gaps, potential impact, essential components, and best practices. For the results, the findings reveal critical gaps in current quality assurance practices of SUCs. Processes are fragmented, with campuses and offices using different methods, such as spreadsheets, paper files, or separate databases. Because these systems are not connected, information becomes inconsistent and difficult to combine. Units also work in silos, where departments or campuses handle their own QA tasks independently without sharing or coordinating. This leads to duplicated work, incomplete information, and delays in decision making. Reporting remains manual and repetitive, which adds to the workload and increases the risk of errors. The limited use of digital tools prevents efficiency and accuracy. Most importantly, the absence of real-time decision support leaves leaders reliant on delayed or incomplete data when making crucial decisions. The concept of QAIS was developed as the main output of this study. From the literature review, we identified common gaps in SUC quality assurance and analyzed best practices in higher education globally. By synthesizing these insights, we arrived at a proposed framework that addresses the challenges we face. QAIS is a comprehensive framework that integrates fragmented QA processes into a unified system. It can be supported by digital tools to automate routine tasks and to provide real-time monitoring and analytics for evidence-based decisions. At its foundation, QAIS is grounded in total quality management, or TQM, and structured around the input process output, or IPO model, making it systematic, results-oriented, and adaptable for continuous improvement. The literature review highlighted several essential features for a successful QAIS. First, it must have a modular design, so SUCs can adapt it gradually and expand over time. Second, it should be built to comply with both national standards, such as the Commission of Higher Education and the Accrediting Agency of Chartered Colleges and Universities in the Philippines, and international benchmarks like the International Organization for Standardization or ISO. Third, it should provide quality performance tools, particularly real-time dashboards and analytics, to help leaders monitor key indicators and make timely decisions. In addition, an effective QAIS should have a user-friendly interface to encourage adoption, as well as strong document control to support accreditation and continuous improvement processes. Another key feature of QAIS is effective document control. Accreditation requires large volumes of evidence, and a centralized system can make storing, retrieving, and archiving documents much more efficient. The framework also integrates the principle of continuous improvement, using the plan, do, check, act cycle to ensure that quality processes are not static, but regularly reviewed and enhanced. Finally, stakeholder engagement is critical. By involving faculty, staff, students, and external partners, QAIS fosters collaboration and ensures that quality assurance is not just a compliance exercise, but a shared commitment across the institution. For the benefits of the QAIS, the adoption of a QAIS brings several clear benefits. It streamlines QA workflows, reducing duplication and inefficiency. It ensures the availability of accurate real-time data, which supports timely and evidence-based decision-making. The QAIS also simplifies accreditation compliance by embedding standards into daily processes. Beyond compliance, it fosters stronger stakeholder trust by demonstrating transparency and accountability. Ultimately, these advantages enhance the overall competitiveness of state universities and colleges, both locally and globally. While a QAIS offers significant benefits, several challenges remain. Resource limitations often restrict the ability of SUCs to invest in technology and training. Resistance to change is another barrier, as personnel may be hesitant to move away from familiar manual processes. There are also technical hurdles, such as interoperability across different systems and ensuring data security. Finally, the absence of a unified national QAIS framework leaves institutions to work in isolation, slowing down progress toward a more standardized approach. To address these challenges, best practices point to three key strategies. First, fostering a quality culture among or across the institution, where continuous improvement becomes part of everyday work. Second, aligning QAIS with both national and international standards to ensure consistency and credibility. And third, actively engaging stakeholders, faculty, staff, students, and external partners to build ownership and ensure that the system is widely adopted and sustained over time. In conclusion, there is a pressing need for state universities and colleges to adopt modern, technology-driven quality assurance systems in order to overcome long-standing challenges. A well-designed QAIS provides a transformative solution. It streamlines processes, fosters a culture of continuous improvement, and strengthens stakeholder trust. implementing QAIS is no longer optional. It is a strategic imperative for institutional excellence and global competitiveness. Finally, by aligning with the Commission of Higher Education, AACUP, ISO, and the Sustainable Development Goals, UAIS ensures that SUCs contribute meaningfully to both national progress and global development. To move forward, several key recommendations are proposed. First, adopt a modular approach, rolling out QAIS in phases that match the capacity of each SUC. Second, strengthen policy alignment by ensuring compliance with CHED, AACU, ISO, and the SDGs. Third, invest in capacity building by training QA coordinators, faculty, and staff. Fourth, prioritize digital infrastructure to secure funding and sustainability. And finally, foster a culture of quality by encouraging broad stakeholder participation and ownership. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes. You said your system is means it is robust analytics for monitoring and continuous improvement. And for the continuous improvement you mentioned in your PPT that PDCA. What is that exactly, PDCA?
PDCA is a framework in ISO, and we use this one as part of our quality culture. And my paper is all about identifying the research gaps, and it included also as part of the methodology.
Okay, so for this continuous improvement component, what specific types of data would be collected and what kind of insights would these analytics provide that are currently unavailable to your SUC, means your state universities and colleges?
Okay. Actually, this study is very timely in our institution, not just in our institution, but also in other part of the Philippines. We identified from the different universities around the world that we are lacking in terms of technological intervention. That is why, as part of the result of the study, we have a problem of technological application, and that is one of the best practice that we can adopt from other universities.
Okay, that's all.
I have no questions, Mr. David. Thanks, that's all.
So we'll be moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have Sumedha to present the paper titled Role of FinTech in it and Corporate Sector and Sustainable Development.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah, you may please begin with the presentation, Sumedha.
Is it audible, my voice?
Yeah, your voice is audible.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. You may please begin now.
Thank you. So my topic is role of fintech in IT and corporate sector and sustainable development. We'll be going through and exploring innovations and impacts on global progress. These are the table of contents consisting of abstract, introduction to fintech, fintech applications in the IT sector, corporate sector transformation through fintech, fintech's contributions to sustainable development goals, literature review, theoretical framework, hypothesis, research methodology, observations and results, discussion, conclusion, key findings, and finally, implications and future research. Let's go by one. Okay. The abstract, reshaping IT and corporate sectors. Fintech revolutionizes these sectors through advanced digital platforms, blockchain, AI, and big data analytics, driving unprecedented transformation. Together, these innovations are driving an unprecedented transformation, reshaping traditional processes, enhancing efficiency, and creating new opportunities for growth and customer engagement. Secure transactions and client engagement. It significantly enhances operational efficiency by streamlining processes, reducing manual interventions, and minimizing errors while simultaneously building trust through the assurance of highly secure and transparent transactions. Third, enhanced financial inclusion and decision making. Fintech plays a pivotal role in broadening access to financial services by breaking down traditional barriers, reaching underserved populations, and making financial solutions more affordable and accessible. Promoting green finance and sustainability. Fintech serves as a key driver in the advancement of green finance by providing innovative digital solutions that actively support environmentally responsible investments and sustainable business initiatives. Digital financial literacy and performance expectancy research. Our research employs regression analysis to reveal how digital literacy and performance expectancy crucially influence the adoption rates of fintech solutions. And the last, boosting sustainable development globally. The practical adoption and widespread usage of fintech demonstrably contribute to global process by driving innovation, improving financial accessibility, and fostering inclusive growth. Introduction to fintech. Technological integration. Fintech blends AI, blockchain, and big data to drive financial innovation and efficiency. Empowering financial access. It supports financial inclusion by providing access to services for underserved populations and promotes responsible investment practices. Reshaping industries. Fintech is fundamentally changing IT and corporate operations, fostering agility and new business models, economic growth and efficiency. It encourages job creation, streamlines digital payments, and enhances ERP system adoption for greater productivity. Sustainable development. Fintech initiatives directly align with SDG 8, that is decent work and economic growth, and SDG 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Now, fintech applications in the IT sector. Fintech innovations are transforming core IT operations, offering efficiency, enhanced security, and new capabilities across various functions. Cloud-based financial services, leveraging software as platforms for accounting, payment, processing, and CRM, that is customer relationship management, ensures scalable, agile financial operations. Example, Xero for accounting. API-driven integration. API enable seamless connectivity between banking services and enterprise systems, automating transactions and data reconciliation. Example, Stripe payment APIs. Advanced cybersecurity solutions. AI-powered fraud detection and blockchain for secure data exchange bolster the protection of sensitive financial assets, that is, for example, biometric authentication. And the last is robust digital infrastructure. High-performance data centers and secure network architectures are foundational for reliable and compliant financial transaction processing. Corporate sector transformation through fintech. Fintech is revolutionizing how businesses manage their finances, enabling greater agility, transparency, and operational efficiency across various corporate functions. First one is corporate finance and treasury. Automates financial reporting, forecasting, and risk management, leading to improved cash flow visibility and data driven decisions. Supply chain financing digitizes invoice processing and offers early payment options, optimizing supply relationships and ensuring liquidity throughout the supply chain. Employee payments facilitates instant and secure global payroll, expenses management, and benefits distribution, enhancing employee satisfaction and operational efficiency. Modern corporate banking offers personalized financial product, API driven services, and real time transaction monitoring, providing businesses with flexible and integrated banking solutions. Overall benefits drive significant cost reduction, boost efficiency gains, and provide superior cash flow management capabilities across the entire organization. Fintech's contributions to sustainable development goals. Fintech innovations are crucial drivers for achieving global sustainability targets by promoting economic inclusion, responsible consumption, and environmental protection. Green finance and investment, that is, platforms facilitate investment in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and eco friendly projects directly supporting SDG 7, that is, affordable and clean energy, and SDG 13, climate action. Empowering financial inclusion, mobile banking and micro lending services reach underserved populations, fostering economic empowerment and reducing inequalities, aligning with SDG 1, that is, no poverty, and SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Reducing carbon footprint. Digital payment systems and paperless transactions decrease the need for physical infrastructure and transportation, contributing to SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. Transparency and ethical impact. Blockchain and AI enhance transparency in supply chains and ethical investing, ESG, promoting good governance and sustainable practices under SDG 16, that is, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Literature review. Technological advancements. Fintech enables digital banking, mobile payments, blockchain. Operational efficiency improves risk management, decision making, cost reduction. Platform ecosystems, key platforms such as PayPal, Stripe, P2P lending, and crowdfunding, etc. Financial inclusion, it expands access for the 1.7 billion unbanked adults globally. Sustainable finance supports green finance, ESG investments, and transparency. Theoretical framework, foundation models, explores established frameworks such as UTAUT, that is Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology, and TAM, Technology Acceptance Model, and TPB, Theory of Planned Behavior, to understand user adoption of fintech solutions. What are the key determinants? It identifies critical factors influencing fintech adoption, that is, performance expectancy, belief that using fintech will help achieve gains, effort expectancy, ease.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you have 1 minute to conclude your presentation.
Okay, yeah, fine. Research methodology, utilizing a rigorous numerical investigation for precise data interpretation. So I have been applied for 300 respondents focused in Kerala, one of the states in India. And the 3 districts are Kozhikode, Ernakulam, and Thiruvananthapuram. I have applied regression method analysis, the observations and results. The hypothesis validated, performance and effort expectancy emerged as primary drivers for fintech adoption. Then discussion, digital inclusion, trust and robust infrastructure, economic empowerment SDGs, and key recommendations have been applied. The conclusion, fintech adoption is shaped by 3 key factors: strong performance, ease of use, and widespread digital literacy. The successful translation of behavioral intention into actual adoption is crucial for the impact of fintech solutions. The key findings, hypotheses are validated, digital literacy, primary adoption drivers, sustainable impact confirmed. Then the implications and future research for the policymakers, for the fintech companies, and for the future research as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for this, providing me this presentation.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Can you go to your the research methodology?
Sorry,
So
come again.
Can you go to the slide for your research methodology?
Sure, sir, sure, sir. So this
Okay,
is
this
my
one. Okay.
yeah research
Would you
methodology.
explain to me what have you done with the structured qualitative approach?
This is a structured quantitative approach. Like I have already mentioned, I focused in 3 districts in Kerala state in India, where a lot of IT and a lot of corporate companies are being concentrated. So I have been preparing a structured questionnaire, and I had 300 respondents, like IT professionals, from IT professional, corporate employees, and students as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sumedha.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned the regression analysis
Yeah.
measures the actual use of fintech services. Right?
Yes.
So what metrics did you use to quantify this and its correlation with sustainable development?
Ma'am, I have created hypotheses like these are my hypotheses. So I've been able to prove it like the performance expectancy that the employees or the IT employees, they how the ease of use of fintech services, and how they are completely trust in the services in like digital payments like Google Pay, UPI, and digital banking services. So I have been able to prove that. Yes,
These
ma'am.
will be the metrics to
Yeah.
quantify it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and good. You are incorporating many things for your fintech IT sector. Good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
That's all from my side.
Thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have Sasini to present the paper titled Supervised Machine Learning Based Optimal Media Mix Modeling to Evaluate the Sales Performance. Are you there?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah. You may please begin with the presentation. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I share the screen?
Yeah, you are very less audible.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now. You can share your screen and begin.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. Hi all. I'm Sasini Gandhari Dabare from University of Morato in Sri Lanka. Today, I'm pleased to present the paper titled Supervised Machine Learning Based Optimal Media Mix Modeling to Evaluate the Sales Performance, prepared with Indra Makalanda, Prasanka Jayatunga, and Natali Fernando for the 4th World Conference on Information System for Business Management. Let me begin by taking you back to a challenge that has puzzled marketers for more than a century. John Wanamaker, often called the father of modern advertising, once said, "Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half." Even after 100 years, that dilemma still rings true. Today's marketing is no longer only about creating awareness, it must show measurable, quantifiable results. As digital platforms grow alongside traditional media, customer engagement has expanded, but measuring the return on investment has become increasingly uncertain. In a developing economy like Sri Lanka, where budgets are limited and competition is intense, marketers need robust data-driven tools to guide where every advertising rupee should go. Media mix modeling offers exactly that, a structured framework to analyze how multi-channel advertising influences sales while also accounting for seasonality and economic fluctuation. To strengthen this approach, my research brings together 3 key concepts. Media mix modeling measures how different media channels drive sales while adjusting for seasonality and economic conditions. Traditional OLS regression struggles with cross-channel and delayed effects. Machine learning addresses those limits by capturing complex nonlinear patterns. I compared 4 models: linear regression, support vector regression, Bayesian rich regression, and high-performing XGBoost regression. Finally, ad-stock transformation recognized that advertising impact lingers and decays over time. Using validated decay rates, it converts media spend into carryover effects that reflect real consumer memory. These 3 ideas, media mix modeling, machine learning, and ad-stock transformation, from the backbone of my research. Now that I have the background in place, let me clearly outline the scope of study that drives this research and the objectives I set out to achieve. The central question that guides this research is how can model media mix to predict future sales performance and optimize media spending and economic factors to reach the highest sales performance in Sri Lankan home appliance industry. To address this question, I set out 2 key objectives: to develop an understandable and scalable media mix modeling framework using machine learning techniques to predict future sales performance in Sri Lankan home appliance industry, and to evaluate the effectiveness of machine learning algorithms in optimizing media allocation. These objectives define the precise focus of the study, first by creating a robust modeling framework, and second by assessing how different machine learning approaches perform when allocating advertising resources for maximum sales impact. Now I will explain the methodology adopted for this research, moving through each stage that you can see illustrated in the conceptual framework. I began with data collection, followed by data preprocessing, and then model building and evaluation, and finally hyperparameter tuning and feature important analysis for sales performance prediction. Let's go through it one by one. The data set span weekly record from 2018 to 2024 and was obtained from a leading media agency in Sri Lanka. It includes index media spending across 5 major channels: television, digital, radio, press, and out-of-home advertising, together with the corresponding weekly sales figures. To strengthen the model, I also incorporated 2 key external variables: the US dollar exchange rate, which captures the effect of currency fluctuations on purchasing power, and the weekly number of public holidays, which reflect cultural and seasonal shopping behavior. These additional variables help to control for macroeconomic volatility and seasonal effect that can strongly influence sales. With the dataset ready, I moved to preprocessing. Seasonal trend decomposition separates the series into trend, seasonal, and residual components. Ad-stock transformation applied predefined decay factors so that media spend captured lingering advertising effects. A correlation matrix confirmed no severe multicollinearity, so all features were kept. Standard scalar handled near normal features, and the robust scalar treated skewed variable, ensuring consistent scaling. This careful preprocessing ensures that every feature entered model training on a consistent and reliable scale. Supervised learning models were then trained on the preprocessed data: multiple linear regression, XGBoost regression, support vector regression, and Bayesian rich regression. Because this is a time series data, I employed time series split cross validation, a rolling window approach, so that the temporal order was preserved and future data never leaked into the past. The model performance was assessed using 4 key metrics: R-square, mean squared error, root mean square error, and the mean absolute percentage error. The model with highest R-square and the lowest error metrics was selected for the further refinement. The best performing model was then fine-tuned using grid search combined with time series split cross-validation to achieve optimal generalization and avoiding overfitting. Finally, I analyzed feature importance to identify which advertising channel and external factors contributed most to weekly sales performance. Now, I will now present the results and discussion, moving through the key stages of the analysis. The analysis begins with an explanation of weekly sales patterns from 2018 to 2024. As shown in the observed sales graph, the time series reveals significant fluctuations with distinct peaks and troughs across each year. To understand the underlying structure, I applied seasonal trend decomposition using lots. The trend component shows gradual decline in the early years, followed by modest upward movement after 2020 and a slight flattening toward in the end of 2024. The seasonal component displays repeating cycle patterns of consistent magnitude, highlighting strong weekly seasonal influence on sales behavior. Next, I examined the relationship between weekly sales and spending across media channels. The scatter plot shows clear positive correlation between TV GRPs, radio spend, and digital spend, while press spend and the out-of-home spend show weaker or more scattered relationship. Then I moved to the model building phase. 4 supervised regression models were trained and testing using time series split cross-validation. The performance metrics clearly show that XGBoost regression outperformed the others with an MSE of 53.72, RMSE of 7.33, MAPE of 3.03%, and the R-square of 0.9052. These results confirm the strong predictive capability of XGBoost model. To refine the model further, I applied grid search with time series cost validation. These are the best parameters that were obtained in hyperparameter tuning. With these optimized parameters, the tuned XGBoost model achieved MSE 48.48, RMSE 6.96, R-squared 0.9145, MAPE 2.87%. The chart of actual versus predicted sales shows that the predicted line closely tracks the real sales, indicating an excellent fit between the model and real-world outcome. Finally, I evaluated feature importance in 3 dimensions: weight, gain, and cover. The results highlight the seasonality, TV GRP, and digital spendings are the most influential factors for predicting weekly sales. In contrast, out-of-home spending, holidays, and the trend component had lower impact. These results directly address the research objective. For research objective 1, I successfully developed a scalable and interpretable machine learning-based media mix modeling framework. The tuned XGBoost model achieved and highest R-square and lowest errors, confirming its ability to accurately predict weekly sales performance. For research objective 2, the comparison of regression algorithms revealed that XGBoost clearly outperformed the other machine learning techniques. This demonstrates the effectiveness of capturing nonlinear interactions and optimizing media mix performance. The feature importance analysis further shows that both digital and traditional media channels significantly drive sales, offering valuable insights for data-driven media allocation. This journey of analysis leads to clear conclusions that show the value of machine learning enhanced media mix modeling for sales forecasting. A machine learning media mix modeling framework can accurately predict weekly sales when advertising data and key external factors are combined. XGBoost regression delivers the highest predictive power and provides a reliable basis for allocating advertising budget. The approach helps marketers identify high-impact channels and adjust spending to economic and seasonal conditions. There are limitations. The model relies on historical data, so it does not yet give real-time decision support, and a single ad-stock transformation may not capture every delayed conversion pattern. These are opportunities for future research, such as integrating real-time data streams or testing alternative decay models. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. I now welcome your questions and feedback.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes. Sir, go. You ask question.
Okay, I only one simple questions. What is the most challenge factor during your running your research?
I have faced to identify the model is best suitable for my data set. It is the most challengeable one, and the effects. I only use the ad-stock transformation, so there are lots of lag effects, and so I have a challenge to find what effect that type of effect to suitable for my data set.
You are working closely with the machine learning. Are you, teaching machine learning, or do you have any preliminary knowledge about machine learning before you run this project, this research?
Sorry?
Do you have any preliminary knowledge about machine learning before you run this research?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you teaching machine learning?
We are learning machine learning.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, Cecily, have you handled that ad stock transformation, capture the delayed media effects? Means what kind of the lag period did you find most effective and how did you determine it?
Actually, ma'am, I use prior research at stock rate because I do a comparative analysis uh, to solve the at stock rate. They are use a machine learning technique, but I use four machine learning techniques, so I can't.
Means what kind of the lag period did you find most effective?
Only one, two. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. You are
I
audible.
I can't use one model for solve at stock rate, so I use prior research at stock rate for my research.
Okay. Okay. What is the MAPE metrics? What it indicates? MAPE metrics.
The mean absolute percentage error.
Okay. So how it is calculated? What is the formula for it? Or you have used any inbuilt function for the same?
I use the coding for this.
Yes. What?
The form. I'm sorry.
Sashini,
Okay.
can you hear?
Sasini, it's okay. Means I want to know only have you used any formula or you have used any inbuilt function?
I use inbuilt function for that using machine learning code.
Okay, fine. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have Hira to present the paper titled Tax Compliance and Code Tax Administration System for MSMEs Insights from a Qualitative Study. Are you there?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. You may please begin with the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you see my screen? Yes.
Yeah, I can see your screen. You may please start.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will present our study entitled Tax Compliance and Core Tax Insight from a Qualitative Study. Okay, we begin with introduction. Micro, small, and medium enterprises and SME are the backbone of Indonesia economy. They account for more than 64 million business units, contributes over 61% of gross domestic product, and employ nearly 117 million people in 2021 based on Ministry of Finance data. However, MSME tax compliance remains a challenge due to low tax literacy, limited knowledge of regulation, and weak adoption of digital system. Okay, so from the background, this study has two main objectives. First, to evaluate MSME tax compliance using strength with weakness, opportunity and threat analysis. And second one is to assess the role of CTAS in strengthening tax administration. The research employed a qualitative approach combining semi-structured interview with three informant and literature review. Okay. Yeah, for the literature review here, the theory of tax compliance. Yeah, we use theory of brand behavior. Is theory in social psychology that explain individual behavior in terms of the intention to engage the perceived capacity or power over predict behavior. Okay, the second one is theory of cortex administration system. Is technology-based system in Indonesia. We adopt in 2023 technology-based system designed by Directorate General of Taxes (DJP) as the authority in charge of taxation to automate business process. And we also use theory about SWOT analysis, trying keep the entity secure against external force, weakness, internal negative factors that weaken company's objective be achieved, opportunity, external good or positive possibility that the organization can use in favor of achieving its objective, threat, risk include potential threat that company has to face. Okay. Yeah, for the method, we use qualitative research. We develop an idea that is formulated into a research question or interview. Yeah, we use online interview. We conduct interview in Zoom platform. We conduct interview with three informants. Each we interview about 40 until 60 minutes. The informant criteria, we have three tax consultant. Yeah, because we want to see the consultant or the practitioner overview. They age between 34 until 49 years old, and then they already become a consultant about 10 and 25 years. Okay, they also have good understanding of MSME taxation. Okay, data processing analysis. After we have interview transcript, we process them using Microsoft Office Word. Where we process by thematic. Okay, and then the literature review. We also conduct literature review. We have several articles about CTAS. Then we examine the role of CTAS from SMSE by synthesizing the result of research article. Okay. Next. Okay. Result and discussion for research question 1 about the SWOT of the MSME tax compliance. The strength is okay. This one is a question, question about SWOT that we ask to the informant. Strength: how can MSME utilize flexible cost structure to optimize tax benefit? And second, how can MSME use their local knowledge and network to gain greater tax benefit and so on? For the opportunity, first, how is the government trying to implement tax fairness for MSE? Percentage of new updated tax incentive to increase their profitability and so on the weakness, we ask about how can MSME improve their understanding for tax optimization, and how can MSME manage the financial risk. For the threat, we ask about how could unexpected change in tax policy. The second, could political economic uncertainty lead to instability in tax regulation? And the third, how can competition among MSME in utilizing tax incentive? Okay. Okay, for the SWOT analysis, yeah, we have the optimization aspect through flexibility cost structure and strategic financial reporting based on turnover. And for the compliance and risk management aspect, MSME already proper cost reporting and accounting software through seminar, training, and Jackpreneur tax benefit. It is the government program in Jakarta. And then education and counseling, enhance compliance, allowing those with income below 4.8 billion to benefit from the tax rate. And then from profitability, joining association facilitate by forum with tax association and consultant in collaboration with the government and Jackpreneur. Okay.
Ada blok M, Cempaka Putih, Rawamangun, sama Tebet. Tebet dulu kita.
Okay, for the second research question.
Pirang-pirang makanan gitu kan ya Pak. Jadi sebenarnya pertama ke blok M, habis itu Rawamangun, habis itu Cempaka Putih baru Tebet ya. Tebet terakhir ya. Iya.
Okay, for the second research question, the implementation of core tax makes a positive contribution. Yeah, we gather for the previous literature about CTAS in Indonesia, and we have several results from existing literature. The implementation of core tax makes positive contribution, especially in terms of taxpayer convenience. The result of research conducted by Hendrawati show that the implementation of the CTAS in MSME make a positive contribution, accelerating the tax reporting and payment process, increasing data accuracy, and reducing dependence of manual intervention. Government support the MSME application through training and adequate technological infrastructure are key success factors. Although challenges such as low digital literacy and resistance to change still need to be overcome. In line with this study, positive contribution can also be seen in the other research. Jocelyn et al. Show that tax experts
Sorry to
emphasize.
interrupt you, but you have 1 minute to conclude your presentation.
Ah, okay, thanks, Miss. Okay. Yeah, show that tax experts emphasize the importance of integrating tax identity so that all transaction can be automated. Okay. Yeah, for the conclusion, there are several things. First is for improvement of tax compliance among MSE and also all stakeholders to be improved and need to collaborate. Important step in improving tax administration for MSE in Indonesia in implementation of CTAS. And also MSME can utilize tax incentive training and technology in improving tax compliance and efficiency. It will be imperative to involve involvement not only from the tax practitioner but also government. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Hera, you
Okay, Miss. Yeah.
your studies is descriptive qualitative approach, right?
Yes, yes.
But you have taken the interview of only three tax consultants, and for
Yeah.
the 40 to 50 minutes only,
Yes,
right? You
yeah,
have mentioned that in method. So
yes.
is it sufficient? So how you findings from such a small sample size be considered for the representative of border challenges and opportunities faced by the diverse population of MSMEs in your Indonesia?
Yes, means okay. We ensure that uh, our data collection was conducted through in-depth interview, where each informant was interviewed separately using semi-structured approach. Uh, we believe that we choose the professional one. Although we only choose three, but the three informants have many experience as a tax consultant. We believe that informant can describe about strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat for MSME tax compliance in practitioners overview. Yeah, this is the answer, Miss.
Okay, that's from my side.
Okay, thank you.
Hera, I also concerned about the numbers of your respondents. So I think we have the same issue here, but you just
Okay.
explain. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you so
thank
much.
you. Yeah,
Thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation.
thank you, sir and miss.
Do we have Akhil to present the paper? Okay. Do we have Ashwini to present the paper titled Fog Computing Through the Lens of Research?
Hi, and
Yes, I am
Anushka,
here.
I'm
Ashwini.
here, but it takes 10 minutes to set up my system. Is that okay, right?
Yeah, you
Should I
are
present?
Akhil?
Yeah, myself. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Angshika, am I audible?
Yeah. So we'll first have Ashwini, then we can have Akhil. Okay. Ashwini.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you may please
Can I share
begin.
the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, is the screen visible?
Yes, the screen is visible.
Thank you so much.
Please start.
So, my paper was on the topic fog computing through the lens of research rapid, a citation-based literature mapping tool. It was authored by myself, Ashwini Matangi, and Professor G.B. Abraham. So we are in the midst of many AI tools, and we want to know sometimes the right tool for our research. So during the research or the beginning, we begin the research, the literature review is a challenging task involving navigation through vast research data. So Research Rabbit simplifies the literature by visualization and easy exploration. It provides dynamic citation network and recommended recommendations like Spotify for paper. That is how they describe themselves in their on their own side. So it is a most important thing. It is a free for lifetime, free to use literature mapping tool that provides a one-stop venue to locate papers of interest effortlessly and by smooth navigation. So my area of research was for computing and how this tool helped me to identify the journals, the authors, the right papers. That is what I have described in my paper. So it identifies early and recent papers in the field, explore connections between the works and authors, map literature visually and in a comprehensive, understandable form. So it was launched, the tool itself was launched in 2021, and it uses a Mac, that is Microsoft Academic Graph, as a data resource source. And it enables dynamic visualization, papers by authorship graph, recommendations, and co-authorship.
So what I did, I used the keyword way of searching. So my seed paper was, the keyword that I used was fog computing, because that is what my research is going on in. And so it gave me the relevant literature, and it gives me the abstract in a nutshell of all these papers on hovering over them. And I can select the right small set of papers, and upon them build on the further papers which I can use in my literature review and research. So we have to first create a collection using keyword, or just manually search them and add them. So this tool is also integrating Zotero in it for finding the papers. So it explores a relationship and analyzes the research dynamically. So this is how the landing page looks like. And these were my papers. Though this is what I created for the presentation. So there were papers in my survey papers. I got a collection, and it was easy way for me to identify the right papers. So populating collection. So after inspecting the title itself tells us so much about the paper. So as well said. So after inspecting the paper titles and abstract, the 13 papers were selected and added to the survey. You can go on adding papers as many you want, and then it further recommends, it starts understanding what are the type of papers you are looking for, and starts giving you the recommendations. It shows you the similar work in that particular area. So mine was like IoT and fog computing. So what is the similar work? What were the applications for which this type of setup was used? Earlier work that is done, and what is the upcoming work that is happening. It gives you the flow or the progress in that particular area as well. So we can go on exploring each paper. So survey on fog computing was the paper that I wanted to look at. It shows me how it is connected to the other papers in my folder. And it showed me the citation of each paper. That also can be one criteria for judging the quality of the paper and making it as a base paper or as a reference paper for your research. So I could see, so when I select all references, means who all have referred to the paper. So this is the visualization graph that I get. I can also download the papers in the list of papers, which gives me the journal, the year, the authors, the title, everything in CSV format as well. And the size and the color of the bubble have some significance here. That's why the visual representation of this helps us. Maybe it is a faster way of arriving to the right papers. So the green bubbles means the papers are there already in my collection, and blue are the papers which these papers have referred to. And bigger the bubble means maybe more citations. And that is how the visual representation is done in this. It is something which goes on expanding towards the right. The flaps go on opening towards the right and give you even more fine, more granular information about the paper that you're looking at, or the author, or the journal that you're looking at. So there are three key tabs there. There are earlier work, later work, and similar work. It displays the foundational research in the fog computing domain. Later work displays foundational again, and similar work provides the recommendation. So these are the number of papers that came up: 74, 510, and 212. But we cannot skim through all these papers. So it also gives us the citation and how well they are connected. So that enables us to filter the paper faster, which are from our area. So it showed that the key areas where this fog computing was used was, or these papers were focused on the challenges in IoT, the architecture, security, performance applications, and it is shown that it is in Internet of Things, smart cities, vehicular adopt network, software for SDN, software-defined medical, cyber physical system, and more. So these are so I get some idea that what are the application areas of fog computing when I skim through few top papers itself. As I said, I can know so this gives me I have edited this table and shown that we can have the journal. So that is also one job or task, which is finding a right journal for your paper. So here for computing area, what are the journals that these papers have been published in? This also gives me some guideline where I can go with my research work for publication. Similarly, the citations also tells the quality of the work that is done, and plus we can visualize it in the form of visual graphs. So it is not just visual representation, but also in the form of CSV files, which are downloadable. So these authors, the representation of the leading authors, researchers in that area, and it also shows the collaboration and co-authorship patterns. So again, this is a very useful deduction that we can make from this particular tool. So the suggested authors, it is known, those who are working in this area, that Dr. Rajkumar Bhuiya of University of Melbourne. So the tool also gave me the name of this author. Similarly, it gave me the other names in the decreasing order of their citation and publication and collaborations. So I can try to get associated. If I have funds, I can try to get associated with these authors or collaborate with them in some research. So this is the visualization of these authors tab. So my paper was mainly on how can this be useful for the researchers, this particular tool. And it says that it is a free for life and a boon for researchers. It filters out papers in the relevant domain from the humongous collection of published papers from various journals, and it is integrating Zotero with it. It enables creation of personalized collection for sorting of the papers in the order of timeline, author, and citation.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am, but you have 1 minute to conclude your presentation.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm almost there. We can view and download the results. On hovering over the papers, we can see the more details about the papers. The graphical visualization using the color makes it more informative. And through this study, the work done in the area of computing was surfaced. And the conclusion is researchrabbit.ai helped simplify literature review through visualization, effectively identify early, recent, and related work, improves planning and understanding of research, promising tool for academic literature mapping. In future, I can say that the integration of diverse data sets for better mapping can be done. AI-driven personalized literature recommendation is possible there. A collaboration for the global research team can be done. Integration with institutional repositories and libraries should be done for this. So that is in future. These were the thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what are the limitations by using this research rabbit for literature mapping? Means, are there
Actually,
any specific
because it is free, I didn't come across any much limitations. So it is not AI generated content, which we directly, what is the fear that is going that the papers are generated by AI. It is giving me large collection. So I do have to skim through the abstract of the papers, but I can prioritize which papers I can refer to first based on the author that I am following or based on the citations that they have. So one drawback, if you want to know, can be the number of papers that get filtered out. But the information is authentic. I have verified it from the other sources as well. So the information that we get is trustable.
And you said it is open source, right? Open source tool. So does it allow
It is free. It is free. Yes, it is free of cost. So
Will
Yeah.
it allow us to download IEEE and Springer paper as well?
Okay, so the papers which are open access only they can be downloaded. So I came across paper which I could not download. So I need required institutional login for that, but at least it is giving me the right recommendations.
Okay, means you will get the title or the
Yeah, that much an abstract and
abstract
citation and
also.
authors is visible. Yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice. I will definitely use it.
yeah. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, do you have any questions?
I don't have any question. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, so moving on to the next presentation now. Next, we have Akhil to present the paper title Enhancing Trust in the Cloud, a new reputation based model outperforms existing solutions. Akhil, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Can you please start with the presentation?
Sure, ma'am. Give me a second. Share my screen. Let me know once you'll be able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Hello.
Yeah, please start.
Yeah, hi. My name is Akhil Mohammed. Today I'm going to share a few points on the enhancing trust in the cloud, a new reputation-based cloud model. So let me break down this. Enhance the title topic, enhancing breakdown, enhancing the trust in the cloud. So the problem the problem is that part of sets of stages by identify the central challenges. So the as we know that cloud refers to the model of using remote servers on the internet to store and managing the data and processing the data, and in terms of using of local servers or your personal computers. So so we are using the trust word, right? So in the cloud computing, the trust is the critical issues where when you use the cloud service and you give a clear direction over your data and application, and the trust provider with the sensitive information will be the reliable stream and secure and honest about the your trust information. So there may be a different trust compromisation like security, privacy, and reliability of timings and performance. So now that's the enhancing trust in the cloud computing. And what are the new reputation based models that we are using here is that, so the proposed solution that we have, this is the core and of the research paper of our article. So repetition based is the key innovation. Instead of relying on the solo on providing your own promising and basic security certificate, this model uses system aggregation feedback and performing the data from the users. So the unlock that thinking of like Amazon's or eBay reviews, but the cloud services is it combines the factors like user ratings and feedback, object performance and matrices, and editing security reports. So yeah, so now hello. So now the problem of the trust gap in the cloud computing is company. So we'll take about the companies are moving their own critical data and operations to the cloud. But how do you choose your to trust? It is like a picking a babysitter for your entire company using only the few online reviews. The core issue is to wrapping and adopting of cloud services and lack of reliability, trust, and evaluation mechanism. So what is a what this so why this is a problem? So for because I believe that for business, choosing a own cloud service provider can be leads to downtime and data breaching and financial losses. And for cloud service providers, good providers struggles to provide the reliability, and problematical ones can be hidden their flaws. So the goal is to introduce the smart and more accurate trust meters to evaluate the cloud provider. And this is increased in complexity and data strategies, zero trust models, and the things are provided verification. The current trust models has inadequate. We need to dynamic multi-factors and evidence-based approach. So the gaps are the these are the different gaps: the static and forgetful, and overlay simplicity and missing key signals and vulnerability of the manipulations. The solutions we required is the time awareness of context and sensitive data. So this was the existing what we found, and the proposed algorithm that what we have given here is that. So the enhanced tests are often too simplicity, and many literature reviews reveals the key weaknesses. They are statics. They do not consider the recent performance in more important than the older performance. They miss the contents as busy and in a different form of server that is filling it, and it does not handle the malicious and unfair user feedback well. My focus to overcome these issues, I build a model that is dynamic content, context awareness, and fair. It learns from the past, but prioritize the present. It understands the difference between the temporary traffic sag and the chronicle failures. So the solutions of this enhancing trust model is that combining multiple and real what we call trust models, combining in the real-time signals to get a true picture of trustworthiness, and there are 4 key matrices so that we present direct customer feedback, real-time server workload. So direct customer feedback is 40%, and the real-time server workload is 30%. That how the busy is the server, and a busy server might be a slower, and depending upon that also can make an issue. And historical rejection rates, there are 20%. Often does the server rejection request. This is a major red flag for the company. The secret. So the algorithm that uses the time delay and meaning feedbacks are yesterday matter more than feedbacks from the last month. So if we have a SLA, we have it called SLA comparisons and time weightage feedbacks and inverted queue loads and penalizing rejection rates. So we will consider we in the custom engine we consider this all the things. The SLA is also the most important part, because the service level agreement that we made with any of this company holders, upon if it is delay for the more than that the agreement has been done, then that will be a flaw of getting tampering of the data. So the real world scenarios, the place of cloud computing is that. So this is the core of your justification of our story. So telling that since let's imagine that we have a monitoring 3 cloud services over 10 days for the critical applications. So we can see that we have a 3 cloud service, right? Server 1 is the golden standard, server 2 is a time bomb, and the third is a workhouse. So let's imagine. So the server 1 is a rockstar, always perform well, high feedback, low load, and no rejection. Server 2 is just start, but suddenly start failing on a day of 4, 30% rejection rate, what we have observed. And server 3 hits the massive traffic surge with very high loaded, but never fail. It is a process of everything which goes very slow. So the conflicts on day 7, we need to decide which server is trusted with the new important task. So this is the results of models, the outperformance based models, that the servers that we have justified. So the server 1 is a golden, which is a perfectly track record, which model is highly trusted, and the second is an recent failures, a medium trusted, and the S3 is an past overloaded and no stable. Now there is a justifications of the result may be many models correctly identify S2 as an untrustable now, even though it has a good in the past. It also recognized that SE3 problem was temporarily surge but not permanently flawed, making the reliable choices of their own surge enders. This provides a model is a dynamic and constant average, which is crucial for the real world discussions. So the conclusion and the key inversions of the problem identifications and the things are that the summary that trust is the foundation of the cloud adoptions by proposed model provided by the more accurate and fair of dynamic ways to evaluate it by the combining multiple real-time matrices with the intelligent times and weightages. The key takeaway is that in this approach helps the business make safer choice and reward for truly reliable cloud providers. The future works may be integrating more data and security clarifications, real-time threat feeds, using machine learning to predict the trust issues before they happen, and allows the user to customize the weight based on the specific needs. Yep. So thank you. That's the part of my presentation. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Yes, my one question is, you have used historical server rejection rate, right?
Yep.
So for that calculation, how means how you will bias whether it is malicious or not?
How do you
bias that whatever the rejection rates you are getting it, or direct customer feedback you are also consider as in one metric. So in that
Yep.
case, how you bias that it is malicious or not?
So it depends upon the what we call the use of the users that uses the data, right?
Right, but means how you ensure it is not biased or the malicious?
So we have the trusted framework where we ask about the historical previous that the user is already used or not.
Okay.
By heavy by what we call several
Okay, all these three matrix you have, you are going to consider the three different matrix for the trust calculation.
Yep.
So how you synthesize these three matrix into one single comprehensive score? Means there will be some mathematical formula you are using to calculate all those things.
Yeah,
Yes
we
or no?
have that mathematical. We what we have done is that we have taken the feedback scores and the what were the feedback scores and rejection rate and SLA compilations, right? From that we'll depending upon the feedback rates and rejection rates, then we'll see that how the SLA is compatible or not. So depending upon that, we'll finalize the things here. So that is that SLA score is equals to actual update time and promising update time into 100% type of thing.
All
So we
these
make
three
that
matrix have the same weight.
they have a different weights. So we, for example, if you say that algorithm is that if the rejection rate of threshold rejection is 0.2 or depending upon the percentage, right? How we said that 20% and 30% type of rate. So depending upon that rejection rate will form. We make a formulations and make the things correct. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's all from myself.
Thank you so much. So,
Akhil, is this already apply in any servers or any company?
Yeah, I have made my my setup in my college, and we have tried it. So yeah, because in the what we call so actually the feedbacks the server feedback that we take, right? So we take 30 days and 2 days and 7 days type of
Okay.
thing. So depending upon that taking rates, we have we have a formula of a delay score and feedback score into E of some we have some models where depend the servers if it was a good to recent trusted bad immediate shows the declined trusted scores.
Okay.
So
Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
thank you so much. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation. Next, we have Maria to present the paper titled Pathovision.
Yes, I'm here. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
can you please start with your presentation, Maria?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I'll present my paper. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Maria Rufina, and my title of the paper is Pathovision, which is a multimodal deep learning for advanced pathology imaging with explainable artificial intelligence. Uh, so yeah, coming to the introduction part, we all know that we till date that there is usage of only traditional methods wherein we are using only image systems using the PLIP model to generate joint visual textual embeddings for accurate and context aware cancer subtype classification. But in pathovision, what we are going to implement is it is an AI powered diagnostic framework that is going to integrate both histopathology images and clinical text using multimodal learning. Multimodal learning is where we are going to integrate many models. So unlike traditional image only systems, it leverages the PLIP model, that is, it is going to extend the PLIP model to generate joint visual textual embeddings. And here we are going to address the limitations of manual pathology, wherein we are going to, just more, we are going to include the histopathology along with the clinical text, wherein in earlier times they were using only the reports or only the images. Here we are going to implement both is images as well as the text. Next, coming to the literature review. So we can see here the literature survey that we have done. The key focus they have used is diagnostic interpretability and via multimodal fusion. But the drawback here is it is of high quality multimodal data and which is not likely available. The next we have Abdul Kuti, where there is breast cancer diagnosis, and the key findings here is enhanced accuracy and reduced heterogeneity. But it is going to, the drawbacks here is increased model complexity and computational cost. Should I go ahead with the literature survey of all papers, or should I conclude?
No,
Is
there
there
is no
time?
need to explain the whole literature survey. You can
Yeah.
explain the methodology and what you are improving.
Okay. Yeah. Coming to methodology, we have a architectural framework designed here. So here you can see it is a multimodal fusion framework where visual histopathological data and textual clinical reports are jointly processed here. So here you can see the main thing that we are going to use here is in the left side we are going to have the visual understanding. A high resolution pathology image is the input here, a high resolution pathology image. And then we have the patch encoding here. The slide is divided into small patches to handle large pixel images, and each patch is passed through a patch encoder. So this is the patch encoder here. So the slide is the histopathology image that we are giving as the input. Then we have the PLIP encoder here, which is going to extract a slide embedding from the whole image. So it is going to extract the image that we are looking for, or the area that we are looking for. Then we have the student model, which is a separate student model that is learning from the teacher model via iPod pertaining, that is image based masked encoding. So we have the PLIP, which acts as the teacher, and a student which is going to learn from the teacher here. So at the right end we have this part aligns image features with language to generate captions or reports. So here we are going to generate the reports here. From the high resolution image, a caption region is extracted. So from here, from the image that is given as the input, we have a high resolution image that is getting generated. The PLIP model processes this region using image language paired data. So here we have the PLIP data. So here it is going to process this region using image language paired data. Then we have a language model this which is using COCA pre-training to align visual and text. So here we have the COCA pre-training which is going to include the text encoder and multimodal decoder. So here we are having the text encoder and multimodal decoder, both encoding and decoding, which is done simultaneously here. And ultimately we have the output, which is image displaying a lymph node. So here you can see the output, which is if we have a cancer report that is given as the input, so there you can have the output as image displaying a lymph node. The right neck mass shows metastatic. So in case if there is any like that there is a lymph or a tumor kind, so there you can detect that. So this is about the architecture design. And coming to the data acquisition and pre-processing. So here we are giving the input as high resolution is histopathology slides plus clinical reports. Like I told in the beginning, our research is based the focus is on including both histopathology slides along with the clinical reports. And image processing, we are using 224 cross 224 patches, whole side images. Standard normalization techniques are applied here for consistency across the cases. Then we have the text processing. This is for image processing, and then for text processing, we are using the clinical notes that are tokenized and converted into embeddings. So in the previous slide, we can see here where the text is getting converted. We have the text encoder here. And then we have the multimodal embedding and fusion engine. Here both image and text modalities are encoded into joint embeddings using the PLIP model, which is the pathology language image pre-training model. This enables context-aware understanding of visual and textual information. So whatever we are going to visualize in the image, as well as what are the specifics that are mentioned in the report, both we are going to understand. The fusion captures correlations between clinical descriptions and visual tissue patterns, which is going to improve our diagnostic relevance here. Then we are going to use the diagnostic classification module. It is a custom decoder network that is going to process the fused embeddings. Fused embeddings is both the textual and the image which we have processed. It performs fine-grained cancer subtype classification, all the subtypes of cancers, leveraging cross-model feature interactions. So here we are going to extract the features from the image, trained end-to-end with supervised labels. Example, cancer subtype annotations like brain tumor or cancer stage 1, stage 2. Then we have the explainability and reporting system. Here we are.
Sorry to interrupt you, Maria, but please conclude your presentation within 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. So okay, so coming to results and interpretability, here we can see diagnosis 1, VIT and text encoder output highlighting disease matches via prototype attention. So what we are going to do here is we are going to give input as the image and the text, and here we are having the analysis results, which is going to tell us whether what is happening in the uploaded image and what are the findings in the image. Here we are going to find a slightly elevated broad based nuchal lesion, which is the interpretation of the model here. Then here we can see it is diagnosis 2, multimodal analysis identifying vascular and neurodegenerative features. So gross findings here is a tiny rounded mucosal elevation. The lesion is pale, smooth and lacks any visible findings. So here we can see the processed images, what are the prototypes or the subtypes, brain tissue autolysis, central articularolysis of spleen or brain degeneration. All these are different prototypes based on which we are going to do. And the model interpretation here is the lesion appears benign, the type of tumor, based on the features like if it is pale, smooth, or if there are no visible findings. And we have a heat map generation here. Heat map is where it is going to clearly highlight the region where we are going to focus. And GradCam we are using GradCam here, which was used to visualize attention regions in the pathology images. So in pathology images, it is a must that few areas have to be focused wherein there is a slight anomaly detection. And we have the LLM interpretations here. Um, and when we are going to have a comparative analysis with the existing models and our research, we have found out that input modalities in pathovision we can give both image and text, whereas in CNN model they had used only image. In BERT only text, and PLIP had image and text, but it was lagging artificial intelligence prediction here. Whereas in in our research pathovision, we have artificial intelligence detection here, and output we are getting the diagnosis as well as the heat map. Diagnosis is the result. Heat map is it is clearly focusing on the area where there is the anomaly. And explainability, we are for explain more AI explanation, we are using GradCam, and clinical interpretability is high when compared to the other models. And efficiency is final accuracy we have got as 98%, which is of high accuracy across pathology cases, and all these are different metrics that we are going to use here. And we have a confusion matrix here, which we are going to have cases which are correctly classified, and we can see here is 2162 cases and 928 SSA cases were correctly classified, and only 62 cases were misclassified as benign, because the features of benign are more likely to the features of the other cases, so there is a slight deviation here. And the confidence score is most predictions near 1.0, and strong model calibration, we have found out the strong model calibration. And precision recall curves, average precision curves, we have around 0.96, and ROC curve is demonstrating excellent discrimination here. And to conclude, we have accurate stage class. In our research, we have accurate stage classification, wherein CNN based models achieved high accuracy in classifying as Alzheimer's disease. The same concept can be applied for Alzheimer's disease. And we have multimodal integration, that is combining neuroimaging, genomics, and clinical records, which is a multimodal integration. Then we have digital pathology, integration of historical pathological data, we have enhanced prognostic model. And here we have multimodal fusion. Multimodal integration is integrating multimodal, and fusion is addressing the data heterogeneity, incompleteness, and feature redundancy, leading to robust representations. And explainability, we are using explainable AI techniques and frameworks like pathovision to improve interpretability, supporting clinical trust and adoption. And the future work and the scope that we can do here is major hitches that we have come across developing pathological AI models was lack of pathological big data, but it is expected that many of these difficulties will be fixed within the subsequent years when by using cloud computing or big data and deep learning. Besides, as transfer learning and synthetic data related technologies have newly started using these functions, we can have more insights in the project. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Maria. Ma'am and sir, do you have any questions?
Only one
I don't
question.
have any questions.
Okay.
Only one question. From where you have taken this data set?
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
Maria, you are audible.
Yeah.
From where you have taken this data set, and
We
what is
have
the size of that data set?
we have taken the data set from the Kaggle
Okay.
data set.
Okay. So this is not validated data set. You have just
Yeah.
trial
Yes.
on that
Yes.
data.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Fine. That's it.
Thank you so much for your presentation. We'll be taking just one more presentation. Do we have S. Kritika to present the paper titled Voice, a Smart Grievance Handling System for Issue Classification and Resolution?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Divakar, another author, will be giving a presentation.
Okay.
share my screen.
Who will be presenting? Okay.
Dibakar.
Please start.
Hello, I'm audible. Hello,
Yes.
guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are
Yes,
audible.
yes.
Please start.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all gather here. Myself, Divakar. First of all, I'd like to thank ISBM team to make this opportunity for us to present our research paper. Okay. Before wasting much time, I like to dive into the introduction part. So this is the introduction. What is voice is all about is in our day-to-day life, we might came across many grievance systems. Let's say if we are working in any corporate companies, we might see some systems to insert our tickets, and the ticket might be take some time to allocate to some departments, and then it will take some weeks of time to get resolved. And in some countries also they have some grievance systems in the where citizens or users and the respective grievances will managed by, allocated to some departments with the help of some dedicated manpower and some dedicated, they need to dedicate some money for that. But what voice is? Voice is also one such system, but it is mostly covering educational institutions. And this system is what is the novelty in this system is we are classifying the domains with the help of LLMs, and we are grouping the similar kind of grievances with the kind of LLM. So then what is the similar kind of grievances in the sense? Let's think a situation. Some 50 or 60 students are in the same block and they have some Wi-Fi issues. So what if 60 students raise their grievances? So the administration need to respond for each of the one. So what we are doing, we are categorizing all the grievances in a single group so that the administration can update the status for one group, then it will be updated for all. So it is a time saving thing. So this is the little introduction of our voice. So yes, as I discussed, this is the problems in the existing thing is we need to spend dedicated time and dedicated manpower to categorize the grievance and to allocate for the particular department. This is one of the problem. And the second problem is we don't have any mechanisms to group the similar kind of grievances. This is the existing problems in the in current world. And we using LLMs, a BERT model to come up with a classification, domain classification, and we are using MPNet model to group the similar grievances. So now I walk into the architecture diagram. So in our project, we have two users. One is the user who is going to put the grievance. Another web portal is for the administration. So from the UI layer, the grievances is going to the pre-processing layer. In this pre-processing layer, we are going to just normalize the token, and we are also going to we are also we are going to normalize the tokens, and after that the tokens are going to be inserted into the BERT tokenizer. So from the BERT tokenizer, the text is going to convert into tokens. After that, we are entering into our LLM pre-processing layer. So in this LLM pre-processing layer, the real matter is going to be done. In BERT model, the BERT model is we fine-tuned the BERT model with our data set. I will explain the features of data set in the upcoming slide. So the fine-tuned BERT model will classify the domain of the grievance. After classifying the domain, we are going to give inputs for the MPNet pipeline. So what are the inputs for MPNet pipeline is the classify two inputs are there. One is classified domain, and the second one is the user input. So the MPNet pipeline is going to get the all grievances from the DB under the classified domain. So it is going to compute the similarity score for all the grievances from under the domain with the given grievance. So if after that we are going to the post-processing layer. In this layer, we are going to take the decision what is if the upcoming grievances is new, it is calculated based on the similarity score. We have set 0.8 as our threshold value. If the calculated score is above threshold, then we will categorize into the groups. Otherwise, we will put a new entry in our database. So this is the overall architecture of our voice system. And this is the results. So we designed this as an app, and this is the place where users are going to this form. The users are going to enter their grievances, and here the outputs are going to be displayed. So this is the dataset part, and we took our dataset from the Kaggle, and we have around 2 GBs of each dataset for classification and also for similarity detection. So this is the confusion matrix. So in this confusion matrix, so left side we have labeled the true expected values, and here this is the down with the values which came. So the 230, let's see the first one. This first value, what it's represent is 24 things is predicted wrongly, and this 238 that is predicted correctly. So by seeing this confusion matrix, we can say that we can see how our model is performing well. And then, yeah. And this is for our similarity detection. So this is this first box is talking about how dissimilar how accurately we predicted dissimilar with dissimilar, and the diagonal part is how predicted dissimilar similar with dissimilar similar with similar, and this second part is how we predicted wrongly. I mean dissimilar as a similar, and this is as a similar as dissimilar. In this case, we have obtained some values, some bit values here in wrong places, but in this by overall with this score we can see our model is somewhat better performing. So our precision is high and our recall value is high. This F1 score is normalized version of precision and recall value, and then the BERT score is nothing but the model may predict some label, right? So the semantic similarity between the predicted label to our expected label is the BERT score. And then the support, how much support values we take for each class. The support is nothing but how many true positives we take for each class is the support. And conclusion. So what we're concluding here, this voice is an efficient system which reduces much man time and some much cost by reducing the classification time, and also it is we are reducing much time by grouping the similar grievances. So our future scopes are currently we have a limited set of data set by and Gaggle, and we took it and we did it for particular education institution, but think of the practical scenarios in many situations. In real time, many corporate companies are using these kind of grievance systems. So in future, we can also collect those data, and we can also make the system scalable to all corporate sectors and also for public sectors too. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you so much for your presentation, ma'am and sir. Do you have any questions?
One small question. Have you handled the duplicate and repeated complaints over here?
Yeah, I mean, if I correctly understood, you were asking whether did you check your system with handling repeated grievances, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, of course. And this is the metrics talking about that. In here, this much similar, right? This much things we get as a correct, and this diagonal, right? This is the thing which we predicted false as false, and this is true as true, and these are we predicted some with some false answers. We tried, and we also have this metrics to quantify our similarity detection.
Okay, that's all from my side.
Thank you, sir. Sir?
I don't have any question. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You can please stop presenting your screen.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I sincerely want to thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on the behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during this fourth version and all the previous three versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the fifth version in 2026 as well. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates to email within 2 working days, and the publication will be live within 6 to 7 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ISBM 2025. Before ending this session, I would like to also take a moment to thank our session chair, Professor Azran Ahmed. So, thank you so much for chairing this session. Would you like to share a quick closing remark with us?
I just would like to take the opportunity to express my heartfelt appreciation for all the participants for their hard works and thoughtful contribution. I would also like to thank the participants for the active engagement and very good presentations. I hope that discussion spot today will continue beyond these sessions, leading to the new maybe collaboration, new ideas, perhaps even future research direction. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. This is a
Thank you.
token of appreciation. I would also like to take a moment to thank Professor Poonam for chairing this session. Ma'am, this is a token of appreciation to the chair on the behalf of whole team of ISBM 2025 and Global Knowledge Research Foundations and partners. Would you like to share a quick closing remark with us?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to thank all the presenters for sharing their valuable research on the topics ranging from cloud trust models, fintech innovations, smart waste management, quality assurance, then quality assurance in universities, then AI-based healthcare, sales predictions, and blah blah blah. So I'm wishing you all the continued success in your academics and professional journeys. That's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presence. I would request everyone to kindly turn on their cameras for a quick snapshot. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.